Hello. I'm here to read another poem out. This one I wrote for a piece of artwork. Ekphrastic poetry or writing is about writing specifically for a piece of art. This was for a writing competition, like I said, and the piece was the Louisiana Zombie Afternoon by Gen Z. So this title of the poem is just simply "And She Said." And she said, "This is my victim song, and I shall not deny it, just to pretend that I am strong. I am such an idyllic little girl, wearing a dress and being barefooted. It is such a contradiction to this gun that I hold. So I am going to play my victim song, and shall not deny the fact, just to pretend that I am strong. I don't even want to smoke, so I will cry hard and long. This textbook weapon of society's denial, oh, textbook her. Write her down in theory, where the victim is at the fault of self, where feelings are triggered by thoughts, and thoughts triggered by feelings. Like I hold this gun, you gave it to me, you see, where I could have been sent on a drug run. I could be smoking a joint. I could have bought this gun. Perhaps you expect me to go on a rampage, shooting everyone, with my little dress and bare feet. I could be sold, with my little dress and bare feet. As I cry in my fashion pose, visible in an outlined form, yet hid in a silhouette white, as she stands in front of a non-atmospheric light, a starshine of an intergalactic sun. These little discrepancies of marks, as if printed from a negative, I am sure I did a test in magenta to get the right contrast. Such a great definition. These shades of fade lines of a light to dark, red to black. This colour of Mars infringing upon me, where I am going around bars, making people pay up or they'll get shot. Perhaps I am a war child, running around brainwashed and shooting the local armed forces in the Middle Eastern countries, in my little pink frock and my bare feet. The little girl does a somersault in the air, shouting "Pinkaboo" while shooting her gun, explaining, "I have just left my high chair," whilst you fed me a concoction of purified organic pot of puree that turned me into a little girl zombie, dirty and tattered like in the first episode of The Walking Dead, wearing a dressing gown and holding a teddy bear, where I also have my meds, the apocalypse of the bread. Don't be afraid. Then I was shot in the head. The imposed virus, forgotten and long gone, as the non-victim shout, "We are not zombies, we are free!" On this afternoon, the little girl is holding the gun and smoking. A logo for a zombie computer game, in my retro fashion pose where I have this silent fame, a little girl with no name. Not victim mentality, but I am a victim, where I am not to blame, not victim mentality. I am playing my victim song and spreading the word of sorrow. Maybe one day a freedom that will finally be tomorrow. You gave me this cigarette, soldering around my little porcelain white doll fingers, tarnished with nicotine stains, as if the gold-brown tea stain from the tannin, spiced in a rich smoked terracotta and addled in a child's body. She said, "I have been silent all these years." She started to sing that song by Tori Amos, "Silent all these years." After which she said, "I name myself Pinkaboo." Oh, well, thanks for that. That's my poem finished, and it touches on some very big issues in the piece. And certainly the piece of artwork, you know, I like it as just an image, but when I started writing about it, I found the piece more difficult than I thought, actually, because I suppose, you know, I have that kind of image of a kid with a gun and a cigarette. It's, you know, to me it's just quite fashionable, and it doesn't say an awful lot really, but thanks for listening, and I'll have another poem out at some point in the future, but thanks.